Let's try this. Best of luck with our very first game with the thing. Fantastic first steps. Fantastic Four first steps. Anyway, we have him on curve, and we've got the whole Doom combo here as a nice start. I'm assuming we're probably playing a mirror match immediately. It does kind of seem like it. This is a good way to get priority, though, with all the squirrels. All right, well, I kind of wanted that card. They are running something similar, but we have the card and they don't. Therefore, I'm feeling confident. Not confident enough to snap as I'd like to, probably stick through the game, but we'll see what happens. Man, they are pretty fantastic, not gonna lie. But we've got our Doom at least on curve. All right, well, I'm playing Doom here. You know what's weird? End of turn happens before the after of the turn. Or no, after the end of the turn, after turn. I said words weirdly, but hopefully it made sense. Let's go Sunspot into Jenny here. Oh, I can't do both. This is I can just play Sunspot. That's probably fine. Yeah, it's fine. They're doing something similar. I'm gonna play Fantasticar here and snap to move Hydra Bob, which I know I just said I wasn't gonna snap, and I'm now immediately going against that. C'est la vie. I've never said I was one to hold myself accountable. I mean, honestly, that's fine. It's not amazing, but it's definitely not the worst case scenario. Where does Doom go? Right there. They probably have their basic Doom, I guess, right now. If I just play the thing over here, and then activate, I think we kind of just win. I don't see a way we actually lose this currently. And at least we'll see the thing do the thing that the thing does. God, I'm going to hate these jokes. Like, I'm going to make these jokes, and I know I'm part of the problem, but I'm going to be so annoyed with every single other person who makes these same types of jokes, which, I mean, I'm making them, so I can't really hold them. I can't really hold any animosity toward them for it, but I will, for no good reason. So, I should gain the power on the thing first. They're going to fill up over here, which is fine. I don't care about winning that lane. I lose a little bit of power, but I think with my thing hitting their Sandman, I mean, I win. So one of the biggest questions you have to ask, I think, when you're using the thing is, how do you win that second lane? And my logic for it is either you can go with the bunch of one-cost strat with Marvel Boy, or you can go with Dr. Doom. And Dr. Doom definitely did some work here, so I'll take that. I mean, that's a solid first game. Gonna continue to the second. All right, Paris. Who? Paris. I don't know. That's all I got. Fair enough. Sunspot's at least gonna put some points out eventually in that lane. We're probably gonna get Killmongered, I'm willing to bet. So Doom 2099 is gonna have to put down a lot of value here for us. Mr. Fantastic gonna be another really good card here, as per usual. I mean, so we have the curve. We can go Doom, Mr. Fantastic, or sorry, we can go Doom, Thing, Doom. So, I mean, it is a curve. I don't think it's amazing for a current setup, but it is a legitimate line. I love the variants they have, by the way. Are they doing a... This is a weird combination. I kind of... We'll see what they're going to do this turn. Them playing this stuff in order, probably not, but like, I wonder if they're doing Killmonger? I mean, the thing... Here's the thing in this lane. If I play the thing over here... Oh my gosh, it's 512? I mean, that's not bad. That's really not bad. And if they destroy my card, I kind of don't care. Or I get to destroy a big card of theirs. Typically, here's one of the biggest problems, I think, with the thing first steps is the fact that you're normally only destroying a very low-powered card. But by playing him into this lane, we are going to destroy a higher thing. But he also... It has to be such a big commitment anyway So it's why I feel like he's not going to be an amazing card. Like, he's probably going to be fine for us. I just don't expect a lot, honestly. I wish I could expect more. I just don't. Misery gets rid of the hood. They got a Frigga. Is Frigga going to copy Valentina? I think that's who it would be. I really love their variants. They've got good variants. And they've got 2 really cheap cards, which I think are going to only cost 3. They have 2 3-costed, 6-cost cards. I will just play this. If they Shang-Chi me in the right lane, they Shang-Chi me in the right lane. They Killmonger me, they Killmonger. Like, I can't do anything about that stuff. So we're going to play this to the best of our abilities, see how many points we can actually get down on this turn, and see if we can make our opponent get up to get down, as it were. This is where my opponent would normally end their turn, so it would have been a nice cut right there. And then they have no sense for content. How dare they? There's also a very good chance that this just isn't a good card in the slightest. I feel like this card is going to be, it's perfectly playable, but it's just, I don't know. Here's the thing. I keep saying here's the thing, whatever. It is at minimum like a 5 at least 8, 5-10 if you're playing it on turn 5, 5-8, but you also destroy another card if you're trying to trigger it correctly. So like, there's a lot of ways that this card can work out in your favor. But I also think that there's a lot of ways where this just isn't great. Magneto, Demon. Did they get an extra Wiccan? Did I miss? Did the Wiccan trigger? Is that what happened? All right, who do we destroy? Destroyed the Zabu? You could have destroyed something with actual points on the board, the thing, but instead he had to go for the Zabu. All right, cool. Could have had a moment where he, killed a monster. We did win. Just the thing's just gonna destroy that. I don't know. Why is that a once per game ability when we have Shang-Chi? Make it make sense. I guess I can play Psylocke at the, I don't even know if I want to play her at the Coin Vets. I can just play her on, I'll play Mr. Fantastic actually is what I'm gonna do. That's an easy choice. Between Psylocke and Mr. Fantastic, it's an easy choice. Especially if you have cloning vats on the board. This makes one of them immensely better. Honestly, even 2 of them is pretty good. Why are they snapping? What are they gonna do to me with the snap here? Let's see what 2 Mr. Fantastics can do. 2 can do. Nico Deadpool? I mean, I guess I'm just not playing a lot of 1-drops. I can live with that. Well, I will apparently with Squirrel Girl, just not for a bit. I'll put both of those in the mid. That's fine. Like, I don't need to play cards over to that lane. And they don't have a lot of energy this turn. All they can probably do is they'll probably go, I'm gonna guess Carnage Deadpool in this left lane. I'm just gonna play Fantasticar over here. Let's see this happen. Do I actually even want to play in that lane? I feel like that's better here. They've got Deadpool, and then what's going to be the other card? Double big Deadpool is good for them. I mean, they're probably going to destroy my stuff. I think I just have to accept that. But I don't think they're actually going to play Killmonger now. The fact that I haven't done anything that makes it, that is Killmongerable. Weird word, but I stand by it. makes me feel like it's not a good chance that they actually play something for Killmonger this turn. So what I am going to do is I will play Marvel Boy. Like I said, I'll play Squirrel Girl, Marvel Boy, Jennifer Kale, Sunspot, activate. Let's see, I don't feel like a Killmonger is likely from them at this point. I mean, there's always an amazing, unfathomably large chance that I'm just incorrect here by a very wide margin. But it doesn't feel like, especially if they're doing double, and this is final turn, I don't think they want to Killmonger me, and I've hidden the fact that I have one-cost cards up until this point pretty effectively. Yeah, they don't get any benefit from Killmongering there. By the fact that they left the Deadpool on the board, we could assume that they weren't going to do so. We didn't have the thing in our hand that game, and we won. Does that mean that he's actually the cause of all of the losses? I mean, no, but I actually don't know how much he's really been contributing to the wins either, so take both those in stride. All right, H2P. We can start with Squirrel Girl. I might just go Jenny next because we can potentially play the thing early, which isn't bad for us here. If we don't have something better, I think that'll be the play. Squirrel Girl at least gets a lot of points onto the board and lets you get priority pretty quickly, so it's pretty nice for us. Jennifer Kale early on, I don't mind it. Next turn I can go Psylocke and Sunspot even. Depending on what our opponent plays, of course. Nico. Oh, destroy. Well, my squirrels are dead. My squirrels are most assuredly deceased. Really unfortunate for them. Strange Academy's interesting. Because that does get to move our stuff around the board. And I'm ready for a Killmonger, so I really don't want to play Sunspot right now. I'm going to play Psylocke for points. And really hope they don't Killmonger yet. They probably do. Not. Not loving it currently. Yeah, it's a lot of points. Maybe I shouldn't have activated Kale then. I think I probably shouldn't have activated Kale. I can't play the thing in that lane anymore. I'll just play the thing here. Play Fantasticar probably next turn. Yeah, I basically have to be like ready for the fact that I'm probably going to be losing those. And the thing I don't know what we can really do with the thing here now. Like I'm going to play Fantasticar on the board, but we're also it's going to fill up for this. Once per game, if your side here is full, destroy an enemy card here with less power. So what happens if there's no enemy cards on the other side to destroy? Maybe there will be. Is that dead? Killmonger? That's the Killmonger. I mean, there will... Oh, wait, you know what? There's a good chance we might be okay. Don't put everything mid. Okay, I don't know if I wanted nothing mid, but I guess that is technically better than everything mid, so fair enough. I wonder, do they just not play for that lane? Like, actually, what if I just go... What if it's just this? I feel like I just need to put points down like this. Right now, I don't have a way to win otherwise. So I have to just put the most amount of points I can, I think, in this way. And I think we still lose because that's going to be a massive Deadpool over there. Yeah. I don't know what... I don't know, maybe people are going to be expecting a lot of filling stuff, so I should be playing a card that protects my cheaper cards. But also, like, what's the benefit of... I don't get the benefit of like, this stuff. I don't know, like, the +2 end of turn is fine. But I really just don't see the benefit of just destroying a card that has less power than the card. I don't know. All right, Beskar. Beskar, you wouldn't be playing a destroy deck, right? You wouldn't do that to me? You know what? Let's see if they're playing a destroy deck. If they're not, I'm kind of fine with just letting this lane get buffed up with like Marble Boy. I think I'm just gonna let that lane sit there for a bit. I'm okay with them just letting that lane sit there with Marble Boy. I will do this and I'll probably just end turn here. Just like a... Okay, so this just seems like a bullseye deck. I do want to play a card to Hotel Inferno. I just think it's more important that I get rid of Collapse Mine. Makari, no, watch out! Let's go Psylocke, Jenny. We can then play Thing and Squirrel Girl, which is pretty good for us here. And I might even just put them both in the left lane. Actually, hold up. Do we want to wait until the final turn to destroy stuff? If we do this now, I can just play Squirrel Girl and the Thing next turn and just destroy that left lane. And the collector that they're going to have there. And I think that's better for us. I think so, anyway. There's one way to find out. I think this would be correct, right? Because actually, if we wait longer, they probably do fill up this location later on. And doing this now at least means that I'm not going to be dealing with a really big powered collector. Like, we have to cut them off early. Makes it part of the difficulty of using 5-cost cards, right? Where it doesn't feel like an investment worth it for the full game, but it also doesn't feel great if you do it early. So, like, this is probably correct, but it definitely doesn't feel great. So he goes to 10, and we just destroy the collector before it does anything else. They can't win that lane, but how do I win How do I win the right lane now is my question. And I don't know if I can. I think my best case is just doing this. This puts 15 points in the right lane. That is the most amount of points I can put down on the board. They could probably put more there, but I don't like... I guess actually with that in mind, are 12 points enough to win this lane instead? Maybe that's the play. I swear to God, if I would have played in the right lane, if I would have won that game, I'm so annoyed. Wait. Wait a second. I win this game? I mean, I do win. So you can't plan on destroying the card early? It doesn't feel like the right answer. Really? I mean, I'll take the win. Okay. I don't hate it. Definitely don't hate the win. I wonder if there's a version of this deck where you want to use some... Strong Guy's fun. I wonder if there's a version where you would like to use some cards like... Why am I thinking Astral Projection for, like, Doom? I feel like that's probably Copium, but... we'll see. You know, I would have liked that card. Don't know if I would have liked that one, but we now do have the Human Torch. And I've got my turns set up right. So I go Human Torch, Doom, Thing, and other Doom. They no longer get any extra energy from me. Let's see it go through. I don't even think I can play the Fantasticar. It's just going to be this stuff now. It's so unfortunate that they get this value, but I can't do anything about it. Let's go Doom here. And depending on where the Doombot goes, we could just try to snap and move Hydra Bob away. You know, if it doesn't actually move to that lane, we can Doctor Doom and then, what is it? Use that to get, like, maybe move Hydra Bob away. I wonder if that's the plan. They've got both sunspots. Ooh, that's not good for me. Makari... Don't love the fact that she went over there. We do win that lane. I'm just going to play Doctor Doom in this lane. And we'll see if we can take it home. If they have a way to destroy my stuff over there, we're going to be in trouble. But we destroy... Wait, we destroy a card of theirs. We win. Because... we're going to destroy a card of theirs in that lane with the Thing. And that's enough to win that lane because it's Mojo World. We got rid of the Sunspot, which would have ramped up, and now we have Mojo World. That's a casserole. I mean, that's a win with the Thing. That was good, right? We got to see the whole combo. We got to use all the Dooms. Makari a little bit rude there, but still pretty good. They lost Gladiator. I lost Squirrel Girl. So Maria Hill's, I guess, fine for now. Just doesn't do anything else for us here. We can even get like a Psylocke, Mr. Fantastic. Anything from Maria Hill. Come on, Maria. Be good. That's an end of turn trigger. That directly doesn't work with Doom 2099. Unless we get a Fantasticar, it's probably not an end of turn trigger we're going to be focusing on here. I'm also expecting, unfortunately, for them to... No, they lost Gladiator. Huh. I just go Doom this turn. Probably playing Fantasticar next turn, if I had to guess. The question is, am I really going to go for another... Do I want another Doombot trigger? Or Doom 2099 trigger? I don't know if I actually do. Infinity Ultron's interesting. They got that with the Iron Patriot stuff. I mean, that's good at least. It's in that lane, so we don't have to... Our Doctor Doom can do more. I think I'm just going to go Fantasticar Athena. And then actually, I don't have to get any more triggers on Doom 2099. If I do this, I then play Doom Sunspot and then activate Fantastic Card next turn. Correct? Unless I'm missing something else here, I don't even think I need to do that trigger. They get an extra demon. I wonder if I should have actually played a card to the mid in order to buff up with this, because I feel like if they do have the card that moves stuff, I feel like that's not going to be great for me. I might even just go... I think the correct call is this, activate, and then if they move 2 cards over to this lane, my Makari is just going to go mid instead, and that's probably still fine. Not amazing, but fine. Do we actually get more points if I don't play Sunspot? I don't think so. I think it's fine. I mean, hey, you know what? Celestial Barrier Ground did not hurt me this game. The Athena was honestly pretty helpful. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of those, I think, triggers that weren't amazing, but we did get the victory, so I'm not one to look a gift horse in the mouth. Hey, chap. All right, Lemuria doing... I guess we do that. So I can go Jennifer Kale, Marvel Boy, play the thing on turn 4, which is nice. I can ramp that out sooner with Jennifer Kale here. Although if Mirror Dimension... That was weird. Mirror Dimension all of a sudden wasn't a mirror and it was instead a looking glass. If Mirror Dimension turns into Lemuria, we don't get any benefit for playing the thing early. But it's still, I think, the best case scenario, potentially. Or just, like, I don't know, the only good option at that point. Marvel Boy over here is solid. That, honestly, would be our best case scenario if Mirror Dimension turned into nowhere. Is this Cerebro 2? Well, it feels like Cerebro 2. I think it's Cerebro 2. And I forgot to activate last turn. You know what? This works out. I'm going to be playing the thing over here. I'm gonna play the thing here because I'd like for the Luke Cage. Here's the thing, if Doom actually puts the Doombot in that right lane, we do get to destroy the Luke Cage pretty early on, which is nice for us here. And I guess that's one of the benefits of the thing versus some other cards. Although the debuff is, how do I know what he's gonna destroy? No idea. Yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna play Dr. Doom. And that's about it. And we'll see if this is gonna be enough. I honestly don't know. They have Sarah down, right? So they can play 2 cards this turn. And with the thing actually going to be taking a double debuff, good chance we may not be able to destroy anything at least meaningful here. We could potentially destroy the Luke Cage actually still, which is an interesting. Maybe Luke Cage or Diamondback. I think they're both actually viable options for stuff we could be destroying on this turn. Ajax and the Hazmat. Hazmat. Wow. How much is this? It's 5. So if we hit either, we basically still want to hit Sarah. If we hit anything other than Sarah, we're doing good here. Although we actually still win this game no matter what. Yeah, I like that. That was weird. That he kept being really angry. But beat an Ajax player who didn't really play a lot of cards. I mean, I'll take it. And I guess, I don't know. The thing is getting points. You're right, but also, like, it's so telegraphed. It's very easy for opponents to beat it. As a TLDR for, I guess, my long and short of the thoughts on the thing for steps, I mean, he's fine. He does what he does. which is he's going to be a big number when you play him on the board. At least a 5, most likely 10. If you build with a deck that actually wants to use a lot of his pieces, you can get to larger numbers, or you might destroy something actually useful and then become, by comparison, maybe a 5, 11. He didn't destroy a lot, and I think that's the biggest thing I feel like a lot of people are going to focus on, and I am going to do so here as well. The fact that he has the limit on his second part of his ability that just says once per game, it doesn't make sense to me why this exists, why Spider-Man 2099 exists, and we still have Shang-Chi in the same way that it does. This honestly could have probably said each turn, if your side is full, destroy a mini card here with less power, and maybe would have been, a viable card. But it doesn't, for reasons. I don't know, maybe they just don't want you to continually clear out your opponent's side of the board. But at most, this is only happening about 2 times, maybe 3 with Invisible Woman First Steps coming out next week. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sold on this card. It seems like it does what it does. If you want to be able to do the big stuff with it, by all means, pick it up. Probably going to get better next week with Invisible Woman First Steps, but not incredibly amazing on its own. This list here as well, again, I think this list is fine. It probably gets better as soon as you remove the thing from it and you put in probably another, honestly, probably a Kyra to protect your cards from getting Killmongered. Or you can lose Jennifer Kale as probably at that point as well, and you can run some other just cards that work with this end of turn trigger. As of right now, I think this is a very fun list. If you don't have cards in this list, you basically just want to try to find the best end of turn replacements. A lot of these newer Series 5 cards and Series, are going to be end of turn. And so if you're missing a few of them, Mr. Fantastic, Makari, Doom 29, Marvel Boy, Hydra Bob, and I guess the Thing, honestly, I really wouldn't sweat trying to find an easy replacement for them inside of this deck. I think that you probably just don't need to run them. I just don't think they're probably amazing. And there's most likely a better deck that exists probably for the Thing, but as a first step with this one, it wasn't bad, but I also really don't think that, I don't think it's going to be something amazing, and I feel like I'm going to probably want to see, until next week with Invisible Woman First Steps to see how that actually feels as well, but overall, at least I had fun with the card when it did a couple of things. Anyway, thank y'all for hanging out today. If you enjoyed the video, appreciate you hanging out till the end, and I will see you around for whenever I do my next one. Peace out.